Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Good evening. I am Miss Sophia the Diva. I am a card carrying member of the Bay Hive. However, I like to say that I'm part of an upper echelon called the Bagency. So, anyways, my friend and I, who are diehard Beyonce fans, no, I do not worship her. When shit be foul, I call a thing a thing. Okay, so and what has happened this week is most unfortunate, and it also shows how very little people have knowledge. I'm going to talk about music law after I finish this unboxing. So I got this lovely box in the mail. I love how they did it. They send you text messages and all this stuff. So this will probably be the only thing that I get for Renaissance because, honey, I already know them tickets gonna be high as a kite, like that Snoop Dogg meme. Okay. So, anyways, this is the box that came in. It says "Be Fulfillment" out of La Marietta, California. Okay. So we didn't know what we were getting. We just ordering because it's Beyonce and she always does really dope shit, right? Love her or hate her, the girl is good at what her team, the foundation that Tina and Matthew laid. I know some people still feel some type of way about him, but that is still her father. And had it not been for him believing in her dream, wouldn't have it. Okay, so let's see if the lighting will allow you all to see if I can get it. Probably won't, but this is what it looks like out of, once you open the box. Y'all, I hadn't even started the live video on my daggone Facebook. So 1 second, I'm about to repeat myself. What's up, everybody? I had already started on YouTube unboxing this box to the people on Facebook, but I'm unboxing the Beyonce box. It will probably be the only box I get for the Renaissance or anything related to Renaissance because, honey, I already know them concert tickets going to be ridiculous. And there's 2 more acts to come. Maybe I can participate in that, but the experience I want when I go to see Beyonce, I'm probably not going to be able to afford it, not at this juncture. So anyway, this is what it looks like in the box. Pop it out. Oh, I like this box. So let me be careful when I open it just to see what's in it. And she's actually selling CDs out of Target, I heard. So here we go. All right, okay, come through. So this is the Renaissance box. Okay. All about horses. I can't help but wonder if this is from the Book of Revelation. Although some people like to say she's satanic and what is it? The Illuminati shit. I'm so sick of y'all. So I got a T-shirt. Yay! I got me a T-shirt. Yay! Boom! If I hadn't taken the day off to reconfigure my apartment to accommodate my larger dogs, I definitely would be rocking this tomorrow. And inside, there is the CD. Okay. So I want to open this real quick because this went out before all the controversy started with Miss Khalees Rogers. Hey, dirty. And I know a lot of people really have complained about not liking the music. It's a detour from her norm. Let me tell you something. As a creative person myself, a comedian. Oh, let me also show y'all the depth of the box. I mean, it's very artistic and yeah, I can't really get yeah. Very nice packaging, excellent presentation. Definitely will be keeping my box. And there's a poster inside. So let's see what the poster has. I miss these days. Remember we used to get tapes or CDs, and hey, there she is, Bay, cousin Bay, all day. Okay. Oh, she looks so sweet and innocent here. I just love her. It's just something about Beyonce. Okay. So, and please forgive that is Ava hanging in the background. She has been a naughty girl today. Um, so you get this lovely look book. I'm not going to go through all of that. You all will have to get your own fabulous box to go through all of that. Um, but it is definitely going to be an amazing concert that is going to come, and it's going to be revolutionary. It's going to be a renaissance. When I heard Act One, all I could think about was Donna Summers and Minnie Riperton, 70s and 80s, the 70s and 80s, a little disco, a little funk. Uh, I mean, the whole album bumps, and like somebody on Twitter said it best. They said really what it's like, it's somebody there must be drugs in these beats, because I did a whole workout. And that's what I think about also. I said this will be a great workout um CD work of art to do. And as I was trying to say, many people are disappointed. We want the lemonade Beyonce. We want the this Beyonce. Again, as a creative, we evolve, we change, we experiment, and it's not going to stay the same. Just like so many people try to pressure Rihanna to go back to doing music, that's not her passion. Her passion is beauty and fashion. That's her passion, and that's what we do. And Beyonce just evolves and tries to experiment and just do new things. So, oh Lord, this print is hard to read, Lord, and I don't even wear glasses, and I got 20/20 vision. Um, what track is Energy? One, two, three, four. I was right. It is track number 5. Um, so Khalees some kind of way got some sort of credit. I don't know what kind of credit she got, because when I went and looked at the credits before on title, I did not see her name, and this was before Beyonce is they somebody said quietly removed Khalees from it. Um, so it's performed by Beyonce and Beam, written by Beyonce, Tashan Thompson, Sonny Moore. I'm trying all these people, but I don't see what I said. The Dream is involved as well. Uh, I don't see it. But apparently there was an interpolation of milkshake. Oh, here it is. And it does say contains an interpolation of milkshake written by Pharrell Williams, Chad Hugo, and performed by Khalees. So that's what, so for any of us that have this and we have the CD, we'll always have the original. We will also have the original where the people in England are up in arms about the use of the word spaz and spazzing, which I have gone into a whole litany about the evolution of words and music, just like the law dictionaries are slow to change as well and evolving and keeping up with the time, because words are not static, they change. Okay, it's in a constant evolution. Kids today use totally different language. I've had to ask things uh about, what are you talking about? Just like, I'll never forget years ago when I was clerking in the public defender's office, and a guy was, I always went in, we had to interview them, ask them their side of the story, whatever they wanted to share. And he said to me, and this shows how underexposed I was, he says to me, yeah, me and my boy, we were like chopping it up. And I was like, chopping it up, like drugs, like, because you're already in here for a criminal offense on that level. But no, he said, talking, we were rapping. And I said, oh. And so Beyonce has removed that from there. And now here comes little Miss I keep dirty dresses with semen on them, Monica Lewinsky has come back on the scene and stated that she wants her name removed. Baby, that ain't gonna happen. That ship is you should if you had a problem with it 9 years ago, you should have said something. We are tired of you popping up. You're only have you done anything outside of that? Have you tried to uh evolve from just being that girl? And you to me personally, I don't get where you felt like you were a victim because I had somebody say he's a pedophile. I was like, how are you a pedophile to someone that's I think she was like 21, 22, 23 years old at the time that this happened. But now she wants her name removed. Well, baby, you are pretty much fair use. Okay, because I mean, every 5 years or so, you pop up to talk about it. I mean, it's like no one cares anymore. It happened. It was tragic that you thought that you were above the fray. But okay, whatever. Anyway, but on to Khalees. As I have said time and time again, uh, I am a fan of Khalees. I have been a fan since I seen that girl on that old dirty bastard. Hey, dirty, baby, I got your money, don't you worry. I said, hey, but hey, then Kaleidoscope came out on Star Trek with the Neptunes, right? Neptunes is Chad Hugo and Pharrell Williams. There is an article that was published on Billboard in 2020 where Khalees talks about what went wrong in that deal. And it is very unfortunate that in that time period, and it continues to happen to this day. Um, and I have been attacked for giving my opinion on the why. There is performance, there is writing. If you are a performer, you better learn how to get some writing credits up under you. Okay, it's always better to be the performer and the writer. Because performance, you usually just make your money from whatever record sales, streaming, and touring is where they make their most money as artists. Any artist will tell you the majority of the money that they make is in touring. Khalees says that she never paid any attention to what was going on with her money because she was living off of the money she was making touring. What she signed and what she was told were two different things. She was told by Pharrell and Chad's team and Pharrell the Neptunes that everything would be split into three equal shares, 33 and a third, basically. And that is not what happened. And that is not what was written. All that matters is what is within the four corners of that contract. And for her to come out and vehemently accuse Beyonce of, I mean, outright theft, um, gives rise to the level of almost blaspheming because if you are a performer and you do not listen, look up BMI and ASCAP. Those are the two clearinghouses for works uh music. Okay. When I contact them, and let's say, like for instance, the short film that I worked on, we wanted to use I'll Be Sure's You Gotta Get Off on Your Own at the end of it. I would contact them, they would contact the writers, which is probably Kyle West and I'll Be Sure. And they can say yay or nay. They can also put parameters around how that song is used. And so, that's it. That whoever's on there. As a performer, you don't get contacted. Like Robin S, the song that she performed is part of Break My Soul. And um she said, no, nobody called me, but she wasn't nasty about it. And see, the way that Khalees acted, she was kind of nasty about it, like, "Hey, you stole from me," and she doubled down on it is what made it so I don't know how for lack of a better term, that's not really the word I'm looking for, but it kind of embarrassing. And it costs you. And that the lesson here, children, is that sometimes closed mouths get fed. Publishing law is what it is. If ASCAP and BMI do not have your name on the list, you will not be contacted for permission to use. You don't have any rights to say yay or nay to licensing rights. Um, I don't know because I didn't do the research, but I would be curious to know at the time when she realized what had happened, did she try to go to court and fight for her stuff? If not, I would suggest that you get a good attorney and that you fight like hell for your shit because you're right. You deserve that. But Beyonce didn't deserve to be attacked. And she did you a favor. And I have a feeling she did it because she knew. And she knows how the industry is. She's been in it long enough where she probably felt like, you know what, I'm going to do right by, I'm going to help this chick out because she's been done dirty. And I'm going to just give her credit. Because, Khalees went into this whole tirade about, uh, you're always talking about women empowerment. If you're going to be about it, and it's just like you didn't even know what song it was used on. You didn't know how it was used. And if you listen to it, uh, or if you had the opportunity to listen to it, if you don't have the physical CD, if you get it or you have somebody that hasn't listened to it, you can barely tell. Someone on Instagram actually broke it down. It's Energy, it's song number 5 on the CD or on the album, and you can't tell that it's really Milkshake. You have to really, really listen for it. Um, and I think also another thing, people are just ignorant of the law and music publishing rights and all that stuff. I studied that shit. There was a time, and there still is. I haven't given up. I just right now life is just not making it available for me to go back and really study for the bar because I really enjoy working with entertainers. I'm an entertainer myself. I do stand up comedy. I've been in a couple of films. As a matter of fact, it was funny because I was watching Entourage the other day, and even though it was just a background part, it felt really good to be like, yeah, I had only been in LA since May, and here it is August, and I'm already in a big HBO production. I was on Entourage hanging in the background. Um, and I didn't like the way my hair looked though. It was the day before I was gonna go see my hairstylist, Brian Perry. And but either way, I'm very familiar with how the industry works, studied it inside and out. Uh, but music publishing law is my thing. I hold a degree in sports administration. And then even when I was just in regular law school, I was studying intellectual property law, which includes copyrights, trademarks, patents, and then if you want to get even deeper, we talk about things such as defamation of character, libel, slander, false light. And in those, when you engage in defamation and things like that, we must prove malicious intent. The only defense to those is what, people? Truth. So some people, hey Tasha, some people need to tread lightly when you start throwing around words like theft and entitled, because you could be getting what my professors used to say, a naughtygram of cease and desist. And if you don't cease and desist, um, we're just gonna take you to court and you'll be sitting up there looking crazy like Amber Heard right now. You heard me? So here's the thing. You cannot steal. Someone cannot take from you what is not on paper yours. I believe that you contributed to the writing and that you probably wrote a majority of the songs and that the Neptunes, who give really dope beats, probably did the beats and did them very well. And it is unfortunate that you got hoodwinked out of your lion's share of what should very well be yours. But get in the trenches if you have not already, because I don't know if there's some sort of summary judgment out there. The case was dismissed with prejudice. I don't know, because once it's dismissed with prejudice, and is you bringing something up totally new, baby, you don't hate. You can't bring the case back. Just you SOL, statute of limit. But no, and here's the thing. Even though Khalees, here's the thing. I'm giving her grace because the poor thing lost her husband recently to a terminal illness. Um, I think it was stomach cancer. I believe it was. So, maybe she just in her feelings and a little bitter. I don't know, but to this day, Kaleidoscope still slaps. Um, I mean, the whole album, I was listening to, I said, I'm gonna go ahead and give Khalees some spins, because, but I mean, if you ain't got no writing credit, on Milkshake, you can't bring all the boys to the yard then, because anyway. But let me wrap this up in a good bow. Good people, Beyonce did nothing wrong, because I saw somebody make a comment when it came out that she had removed her from and removed the interpolation and removed her from the credits. And basically, somebody said, "Well, she still didn't fix the problem." Well, that's a good solution. I'm like, it's not Beyonce's job to make Pharrell and Chad Hugo make it right. It is up to the courts to make it right, or it's up to them going to a court appointed mediation or whatever to make it right. Fight like hell for your shit. Anita Baker did, Prince did, Tina Marie fought for her freedom from Motown Records, who essentially had her in an indentured servitude type contract back in the day. You just got to get in the trenches and fight and be willing to fight for your stuff. But intellectual property says if your name is not on it, if you don't have a right of ownership, you do not have a right to a call. I have a feeling that Beyonce probably would have sent you a bouquet of flowers and said, "Girl, look what I did. Oh my God, you have credit now." I'm just saying. But like I said, the average, and like I was trying to tell one other girl, we were going back and forth with people in this one thread, and I told her, I said, the average layperson will never understand the basis of intellectual property law if they don't bother to read up on it for themselves. But generic terms say if your name is not there, you have to look within the four corners of any contract. Now, in law school, I don't know how this works in the real world because I've never practiced, I'm not licensed, but one of the things I remember was parole evidence. Uh, if there's not a contract and you've been acting as though there is a contract, or if there was something that was supposed to be included, if you were induced, either way, if you can piecemeal things together to form a four corners, you might be able to win that way. Maybe y'all had something on a napkin. So anyway, I don't care what anyone says. I think that Renaissance slaps, baby. She'll be having you down here doing 100 setups, and you be like, "Oh, I still feel good. Now I'm gonna go run 10 miles with this song, with this record playing." So Beyonce, you did that. Uh, I mean, it was just amazing. And Diane Warren, real quick on her. Diane Warren is probably one of the most prolific songwriters out there. The things that she done, the one person that always comes to mind for me is Whitney Houston. If you go back and look at some of Whitney Houston's albums, Diane Warren was part of the formulation of Whitney, okay? And she has written some of the best, Celine Dion, those types. Had the nerve to be like, "Why are there so many writing credits?" Yeah, because Beyonce believes in doing the right thing. I remember when we were in my entertainment law class, we were talking about how even if you just give a sentence, a word, or you add a beat, you better make sure when y'all are in that studio, you get that credit. So anyone who contributed any type of thing and working together in this conglomerate is just like a group project. Everybody's gonna get credit, okay? And I believe that's how Miss Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter works, okay? So, love her or hate her, I like the way she moves and shakes. I'm so looking forward to a Renaissance special because I know it's going to be spectacular. Because uh, Beyonce, I'm not going to be able to come to a concert because I want the Beyonce experience. I want to be in the Bay Half. Um, and yeah, I'm not gonna be able to afford because I did come see you in San Diego for Lemonade, and it wasn't the same experience. I enjoyed it, but I them because Joe won't forgive the loans. Joe, forgive the student loans. $270,000 in debt, Jesus, from going to law school, undergrad, and still have an unfinished counseling degree because I ran out of money. Uh, at least the money where I didn't have to use my credit. Um, we just asking you to forgive the loans, Joe, but they go on and extend the shit out till you get out of office. Hey, um, so, but yeah, yes, Nichelle, we did have an awesome, wonderful, amazing, funky time in San Diego from the ride down to the ride back. It was amazing, amazing. Yes. So I know she's going to put on a great show. Please stop trying to rain on Beyonce. You people are just haters. Some of you are just toxic. I mean, nobody's perfect. But the way that she moves is way a lot of these loudmouth people should be moving in the industry. Just put it in the song. She addressed all the see, she hears everything. I'm sure she got troll accounts. She see that shit. See y'all talking about her. Y'all talked about Blue Ivy's hair. Look at that baby's hair. All our parents should have done that for us. But no, we were too busy. She got bad hair. She got good hair. Ain't no such thing as good or bad hair. All hair is good for something. Talk about good or bad hair. But yeah, so I know it's gonna be amazing, and, I really wish that people would step back and look at some of the amazing things that this woman does, but no matter what she does good, good, people still hate, and I don't understand where the hate is coming. Is it because, she worked very hard? This girl has been working since she was a little kid. This has been her only dream, her only aspiration, and thank God for parents like Tina and Matthew who actually got behind her and helped her achieve it and also be able to pull up her sister Solange, which, by the way, someone said this album sounded very much like Solange, and I'm sure Solange also was instrumental in producing it. But uh, I like it. I mean, if you don't like it, y'all don't like house music. Um, you don't like disco. You don't like Minnie Riperton. You don't like Donna Summers or any of the other queens of disco. Those are just people that come off the top of my head. I also think the reason why I like it so much is because I listen to that kind of music already. One of my favorite DJs is Miguel Miggs, Migs. Check him out. And Outside the Skyline is my favorite album. Check that out, and that might make you see things differently. But if not, it ain't for everybody. But thank you, Beyonce. I appreciate the album because once my dog gets healthy and once this other one decides that she wants to go to the bathroom outside, I swear I've never had a dog who refuses to go outside. This heifer actually uses my bathroom if I'm not watching her, but we're working on it. We go out about every 2 hours and we hope for the best. So pray my strength. Willow is the anti-bathroom person, and poor Ava, I have to take her to the vet again to find out. Somebody told me it's probably a pancreatic enzyme deficiency, which means that she's going to have to be on meds for the rest of her life. It could be a food allergy, which I have since removed chicken from her diet. And this is just me giving y'all an update on my babies because I'm gonna talk about them all day, every day. Uh, and Willow, we really don't know what she is, but I met her twin today. It was amazing. It was like looking in the mirror at two of the same dogs from the same litter. But we do know she's probably a boxer mix, probably boxer and shepherd for sure. But I'm thinking she's probably Rhodesian. Ridgeback, and all three of those breeds are easily trainable. This dog is super smart. My Cane Corso is super smart, gentle giant. Problem is, two bitches together cannot get along, and I wish I had known that because I would have went back and got the pit Harley from, and she probably would have got along just fine with him. But I don't know. It hurts my heart because I know my baby is weak. But today she seemed to be doing better. I fed her potatoes today, and it seems to be sticking because the rice is not working. That particular part of the bland diet is not working. But anyways, let me get off of here. I'm losing people here on my YouTube. Thank you guys who joined me on YouTube to talk about Renaissance. And plus, I've been talking for 30 minutes. And I have a lot of work to do because Nichelle, your niece, Ava, is vindictive. She knows how to hold her pee and when to go out. She can even hold her diarrhea. And if she can't, she knows to go in her kennel. She can go in her kennel. When I took Willow out, she decided, oh, y'all gonna leave me in that. Well, if y'all would stop trying to fight each other like Mufasa and Scar, I could walk both of you together. No, right there in the middle of the floor. So now I got to get in here and scrub the floor down. Pray my strength, y'all. But I'm not gonna give up on my babies because y'all know I love them already because they're both so sweet in their own right. I love those girls. Anyways, y'all have a great night. This is my Friday. And y'all be sure to check out Beyonce's Renaissance, and y'all pray that Sister Khalees Rogers gets the masters back, and anything else she's entitled to, and that Pharrell's heart and whomever else was involved, Chad Hugo's hearts are touched to give this woman the rightful credit that she deserves. Okay, pray her strength. Amen. Amen. I've been Miss Sophia the Diva. That's all. I ain't got no more. Good night.